Yeah, like this part. Like, when the world was shrouded in darkness, the goddess of mana drew forth the sword of mana to smite the 8 Benevolents. Benevolents? What is that? Someone search up what a Benevolent is. Is it just made up for this game, or is that a real word? Monsters of destruction. Okay, well, I guess that explains what a Benevolent is. She sealed the horrors inside the 8 mana stones, bringing the realm back from the brink. Weak from rebuilding the world, the goddess changed into a tree, because that's what goddesses do, and fell fast asleep for years. Benevolent. That can't be a real word. That has to be made up for this. Ever the forces of evil sought to free the Benevolents, to gain control of the world. They started a terrible war to further their plot and destabilize the kingdoms. Peace was at an end. But Mode 7 was only just beginning. I remember seeing screenshots of this game in magazines back in the day and really wanting to play it because I really love Secret of Mana, and then it never came out. Mana itself began to disappear from the world and the mana tree to wither. So now what, like almost 25 years later? No, almost 30 years later, I finally get to play the sequel to Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. Like, a little late, but you know, hey, whatever. There were a lot of Super Nintendo RPGs that were like that, because they came out like near the very end of the Super Nintendo and they just weren't worth translating. Because by then, companies were making games for the PlayStation and the N64, so, and back then it would take like a year or 2 years to translate a game for the American market. So they just said, fuck you, America, and didn't translate shit. And their excuse was, well, RPGs don't sell in America, and then Final Fantasy VII happened. Alright, let's start a new game. Yeah, I mean, I cared, but apparently nobody, like, commercially they didn't care too much. Like, Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy III was like, I think it already sold like 1.2 million copies in like the American region. English used to be too much memory. That too, like, because you'd have to increase the cartridge. Also, what's up, ball busting babe? Normal. Because, like, to express the same type of thing in, like, English takes less characters than to express it in, like, the Japanese lettering. But yeah, I don't know. Bottom line is they just didn't, like... You know, maybe we would like JRPGs more if you translated them more. You know? And, like, I'll be honest, like, yeah, people just bought Final Fantasy VII because of its graphics. Which is funny now, looking back, because everyone complains about the old Final Fantasy VII graphics. So, we've gone to this point in time where back in the 90s, when Final Fantasy VII came out, people were like, oh man, look at these FMVs, look at these graphics, look at how fucking awesome this game looks. Games will never look better than this. This is truly the future. And then like 30 years later, it's like, that game is so fucking ugly, we need to have a remake of it. So that people will fucking play it again. And then no one gives a shit about it until a remake comes out. That's exactly what happened. So that's kind of like... That's why I don't care about graphics in games. 30 years from now, no one's gonna give a shit. They're just gonna be like, whatever. Graphics are almost never the selling point now for me. What I look for now is like... I mean, I do care about the visual, like, look of the game. Don't get me wrong. But I don't really give a fuck if it's like, oh, well, the lighting is super realistic and you could see, like translucent skin shades and... You could actually see the blood vessels moving underneath the character. Yeah, I don't care. Like, is the game any good? Does it look okay? Alright, which character should I be as my main character? Should I be Hawk the Thief? Or should I be, Lydia, or Rydia, or whatever her name is? Basically, this is important, because I picked my 3 characters, one of them being the main character, Duran over here, he's like the knight, and he's really good at like, he's like a tanky kind of character. Hawk here, he's more of a thief, but he can turn into a ninja. He can do like Dragon Ball moves, like Kamehamehas and shit. This guy's a beast man, so he can be like a werewolf. This chick has big boobs and has purple hair, so you know, and big like knee-high boots. This chick I think is named Carly, and she's like a little girl, so we're not picking her at all. And then Lydia, who's like a badass Amazon chick. So, see, I guess if you go with the, like, what makes a balanced party, because you can only have 3 characters, you would want, like, a healer, right? That's the thing, though, is I think this chick's the only healer. Like, the little sprite child-looking girl. This one's a mage. So, like, basically optional. This one is support, like, healing, somewhat. This guy's, like, power. This guy's like more finesse, and I think maybe he can heal? I don't know. It kind of sucks when you only have one healer, that at least I know of is her. But I don't really want her in my team. This is also what makes the game kind of nice, is like, technically you could play it 6 times over and get 6 different variations of the story, depending on the point of view of the character. Or play it twice with 2 different parties, right? Like one playthrough you do like Hawk, Lydia and Duran, and then another playthrough you do like the other 3, right? I kind of want Lydia to be the main character, and then have like Duran and Hawk. I kind of feel like those 3 should be my character set. Or should I go with the generic Duran as the main character, and then have these 2 as support characters? That could work too. And then if I ever play this game a second time, I have beast mode here with these 2. With bosom buddies over here, and, you know, the Olsen twin reject. My fear about making Duran the main character is he might be too generic. He might be too boring. The reason I don't like Hawk as the main character is because I've already tried to play as Hawk, and like, I like him and everything like that, but it's like I want kind of a semi-new experience. So maybe she's the best bet here. Because obviously I don't get all 3 of them at the start. You know, eventually they'll meet up. Party matters, I know. Because, I mean, these other 3 characters will be in the game, but they won't be part of my party. So it's like, I really gotta really double down on who's gonna be the main character. So I'm either gonna go with the Amazon chick that lives in the mountains, or this generic samurai warrior dude. That's their archetypes. Basically, we got spoiled brat magician, we got crazy spoiled brat magician, we got beast man, thief, Amazon, and like knight, and then that's kind of like, that's sort of where they're at. You know what? I feel like she's the most interesting out of them, so let's have her. Reese, that's her name. Yeah, Amazon from Laurent. How do I just... Okay. The black outlines. Alright, I don't think it matters who I pick second. Well, let's pick Hawk. He's a thief from Naval. Hawkeye. Oh, now he's an Avenger. Before the official English translation, he was just called Hawk, but now he's Hawkeye. Look out. Wait, is Duran still called Duran? It's called Duran now. No, he's just Duran. A fighter from Valsina. Alright, we're done. That's the characters. That's my party. And for those that think I won't beat Secret of Mana 2, I have to remind you, I did beat Secret of Mana 1 on stream. Took like 11 streams, but I did it. Totally got done. So when it comes to Secret of Mana games, I am basically 1 for 1 right now on... What is that blue-purple thing? I like this font. Reese... Is it Reese? Reese's? Reese, Princess of Laurent. The Kingdom of Wind was performing her duties as captain of the Amazon Guard. What are her duties? I will take care of it! Observe! Oh shit. Captain Race, please be careful. Oh, yeah, it's real-time combat. Yeah, take that. Man, oh man. Combat's way better in this one than it is in the first one, let me tell you. Number one, you automatically, like, home in on the enemy, so, you know, like, misses are more stat-based. Get over here. Can I do my stupid attack? What if I die fighting this? Beat the shit out of that purple bird thing. Yeah, get out of here. Look at its face when it gets hit. And this artwork is so amazing for the Super Nintendo. Alright, I'm charged up, but I can't access menus. Oh, there's my... Okay. Oh shit, I am dying. Fuck me. I refuse to lose to just a bird. Do your charge attack. It's B. B is the charge attack. Oh, fuck. Captain, don't worry, I'll heal you. Oh, well, now's a good time when I'm dead. Alright, yeah. Alright, so I'm getting the hang of the combat again. So B, when you charge it up, you see how in the bottom I have my little portrait? And it fills up the more hits I do. When it's fully green, I can press B and she'll do like a power swing. The monster's population has increased, but I killed one. How does that happen? Who's saying this? Oh, she said, and I can feel the cries of the wind. What are you, Pocahontas? The mountainous kingdom of Laurent. In the mountains. With all the mountains and mountain stuff. Was a kingdom on top of mountains. Atop the crags and treacherous terrain sat the formidable, impenetrable citadel Laurent. On mountains. In great hills with lots of wind. Thanks to the elite guard of Amazonian fighters, no one had ever managed to breach the citadel defense until... Well, until what? Don't leave me hanging in suspense, game. Come on. Something to do with the wind and the mountains? Now then, it's time for my brother's training. Where has Elliot gotten to? Where has he gotten to? Oh good, I got a dash. Hey old man. Since this kingdom is run by women, you are... Oh wow, I could push him around. I could literally push him around. Like, no, you stay there. Go over here. That's right. I like you better in that corner. I better talk to him. We're lucky to live in the most fortified location in the world with narrow cliffs and dangerous winds. We're perfectly safe! We're perfectly safe! Nothing to report, Captain. Okay. Nothing to report. Are we in the mountains? I forget. Is this citadel built on mountains? We keep the mana goddess statue here. Okay, cool. Ah, stole my snacks! Well, you let him. The winged defender of Lorient is thought to be the emissary of the goddess of mana. Oh, not the emissary. What is this, Deep Space Nine? Are there gonna be mana prophets? Oh shit, there might be. If you say a prayer at a mana statue, you record your progress. The golden statue on the citadel also restores HP and MP. That's hit point and magic points, but we like to abbreviate that. You kind of look like the goddess of mana, Rice. Don't you love it when they break the fourth wall and they tell you about hit points and mana points and saving the game? Alright, there we go. Game saved. Imagine if that was like church in real life. Like you go in there and there's like a priest or a nun that tells you to go pray at the altar to save your life. Oh wait, they do that. Never mind. The port town Apollo is at the base of Mount Laurent. Once I'm big, I'm going to join the Amazon Guard just like you, Rice. I mean, there's no other career options, to be honest. Your Highness, I heard you performed admirably on the slopes today. Your late mother would have been proud of how you've taken to your captain's role, as am I. My late mother would definitely approve. Good morning, Captain. Alright, so let's check my quest log. I guess I'm looking for my brother, Elliot. Sleeping on the job. I'm gonna report that. But I have not seen His Highness. So I guess I am a princess. Perhaps you should ask Alma where the little prince is. She should be in his room to the right of the throne room. Which technically makes her the most interesting character because all the other characters, I believe, are not princesses. Maybe the purple-haired boob chick is, but I don't know. I didn't find her that interesting when I tried to play as her. Partly because she didn't have much magic to begin with, so she kind of blew. Reese kind of looks like the Sprite Child with the hair. I don't know what's going on with, like, does she have, like, horns? Or, like, some kind of hat? I guess it's a hat. I mean, they all seem to have, like, some kind of winged helmet thing going on. At least all the Amazons do, so I guess that's what it is. Maybe I can go into a menu. We can get a load of this hat better. Okay, so they're like wings. So she's like, what's it called? Those humans in Lord of the Rings that have the wings? Not the Gondor guys, but the ones before him, like the first humans, you know, the ones that, whatever. Father, have you seen Elliot? King Joster. Interesting question for a blind man, but I sense his location. Did you like my passive aggressiveness about being blind? He is not far. I assume he's still on the grounds. That boy, where could it be? He knows what time it is. Maybe he doesn't, maybe he dreads this time. Get out of the way. I gotta push him out of the way. Ah, yes. This kind of looks like, you know, I mean, like, I do like this late era Super Nintendo look, you know, with the transparencies and stuff on these sprites and, like, the big color space and everything. It's like Squaresoft was really, like, pushing the system. And, like, almost like an early, like, 2D PS2 game, PS1 game. Been troubling by the wind as of late. I haven't noticed any changes myself. Perhaps you should ask Alma where the little prince is. She should be in his room to the right of the throne room. Okay, so it won't be this room, but I'm going in here anyways. Ah, flowers. Yes. A nice room for a king, I guess. I guess someone has to attend that fire 24/7. Oh, okay. The chambers. Your Highness, I am not done with the cleaning. Looks clean enough. Oh, you must be Alma. Alma, have you seen my brother recently? Oh, I would have thought he'd be with you. He hardly ever leaves your side, after all. Prince Elliot never knew his dearly departed mother before she passed. You've done an admirable job filling her shoes, Rice. Yes, this is how people talk. This is what people say to each other. The Princess of Laureate had but one brother, Elliot. Their mother passed away just as the prince was spawned. She did not live to see her son, so everyone blames him and hates him. The young Rice would never forget the moment her mother slipped away as her brother was brought into the world. Wow, this is how this plot's gonna start? Seriously? It's gonna be like this? Holy shit. All of Lorette mourned the queen's passing, but Rice only found peace alone on their sacred mountaintop. There she cried until the tears wouldn't come. Always a kind-hearted child, Reese what is it pronounced? Rice or Reese? I'm gonna go with Reese. Because rice is a food. Or is it a hard Z? Is it like rise? Raise? Lease? Lease? I don't know. Reese swore to show her brother as much love and affection as she could to make up for the loss of their mother. Alright, so there we go. She's basically like a mother to her brother. Her brother's mother. Mother! Okay. I passed out again when Alma was talking about my brother and had that flashback. Damn, I wish Alma would just leave it be. Every fucking day I talk to her, she has to mention my mother being dead. Young prince. Oh yeah, go talk to the evil hole with the eyes. Hey, you're the Prince of Citadel, right? I'm a hole. Want to see something interesting? Oh, no, Oh. I'm a wandering magician here to show you some tricks, young prince. Someone should tell their children never ever trust wandering magicians that want to show you tricks. And release little chickens out of their penis. Never ever trust those people. Oh, wow! Now for my multiplying trick. 2 times 2 is 4. Ta-da! Oh, shit. Wow! I have many more tricks up my sleeve. You know the passage under the citadel? I can show you more tricks if you take me there. I don't know, kid. Don't take the weird guy with the fucking sword to the... Fucking... Elliot's a dumbass, man. Reese apparently did a piss-poor job teaching him about stranger danger. First rule, never trust a weirdo. Like in that episode of The Simpsons with the Willy Wonka guy. And like, Lisa's like, what, how can you do this? And he's like, first rule, never trust a weirdo. And it's like, got a point. I saved the game, but like, where's this golden statue that replenishes my HP and MP? My hip and my mimp. Where's that? Is her arm just like out like this? Perhaps you should ask Alma where the little prince is. Okay, fine. Now, last time I talked to her, I blacked out and went into a flashback. I don't think I should talk to Alma anymore. I think it's bad for my mental health. I haven't gone out here. Let's see if the king says anything different. No, he's still talking about the wind and being blind. I can see why the mother died, just to get away from this man. Maybe go down there somehow? So I gotta go under the citadel? How do I do that? Let me talk to Purple Plum Hat Woman. The winged defendant is thought to be the... Oh yeah, you already talked to you. He is the emissary. The Cisco. Maybe up here? No, I've been here. Okay. Thank God there's a dash button. Those really old school RPGs like Final Fantasy IV and 3, you can't... There's no dashing. You just have to walk like this all over the damn game. And like... Oh my god, could you imagine if I played it like this? Like, I don't even, like, run, I just kind of just walk everywhere, and... Or maybe I can be like those guys at GameSack that play, like, Hook and don't know you can run in it. And I'm like, how do you play a game and haven't found the run button? That's kind of amazing, but hey, whatever. Oh, you go down here. Oh, there's a golden statue. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? They reviewed the game Hook, and they're like, yeah, you can't run in it. And I'm like, are you trolling me? Like, like, there's a run button in Hook. Like, I've beaten the game. You got all the way to the last level, and you never figured out how to run? That's amazing. Alright, either way. Lots of stairs. It's represents the descent into madness that Reese is going through, looking for her brother. Elliot, where are you? You left a comment on a video once and swear it was just copy-paste as a review one time? Really? Come on, show me the tricks! Okay, he just whips out his penis and it's like, ah! No need to rush, things first, I'm Bill. And I'm Ben, and we're gonna have sex in front of you. Show me something good. Never fear, we have a big surprise in store for you. Come on, kid, I mean, your highness. Huh? I bet a smart boy like you knows where... Oh my god, I can't read this without, like, thinking about Stranger Danger. Spike... For a game called Spike Out Battle Street? Is that some kind of, like, hip basketball game? Of course, it's the room where we control the winds of Laurent, but you need this royal key to operate it. Oh, crappy 3D beat 'em up. Ah, okay. I have an idea. How about you turn off the wind with that key? If you do, we can bring your mother back to you with our magic. Don't you want to see her? If the wind wasn't so strong, she could come down from the heavens and see you. Turn it off for her. My mother? I can see my mother? I hate that bitch. But my sister said I could never turn off the wind. Poor child, your sister is lying! She knows this magic can bring your mother back, but she's trying to keep her all to herself. What? No! Hurry, your sister might come and stop you at any moment. Elliot, where are you? See? Here she comes now. If you don't stop the wind, you may never get another chance to see your mother. But come on, kid, just do it already, huh? Elliot! You're worse than the Elliot in E.T. Who are you? Step away from my brother. Oh, Reese! Aha, without the wind, the Citadel isn't so tough. And of all forces are already prepared to invade, so the wind kept you guys from invading this mountain? I don't know, I think the mountain might be a problem too, guys. How are you gonna get siege weapons up a mountain? Hee, the thieves of Narwhal will take the Citadel and make it the seat of our new nation. It'll be our last big raid, but what a way to go. You guys even know you're gonna die doing it. Wah! You're nothing but filthy spies. Oh, cool. I like how she summons a halberd. You don't have time to fight us, princess. How is your blind leader supposed to defend himself without his trusty guard? No, Elliot, we have to get to father. Or we can kill these guys now that we're here. Okay, leave your brother while he falls down. Look at that, your sister left you to save her own skin. She doesn't care about you. Come with us. Oh. No, she wouldn't, Reese. Shut up. You left your fucking brother! What two weirdos? I don't know, Wait, where's Elliot? It's like I wasn't even looking behind me. Oh, I guess I can go... Well, you know, the smart thing to do would be to go back. Oh, the music got way more intense. Elliot! Where are you? Answer me, Elliot! Oh no, this is all my fault. It clearly is, yes! Some fucking captain of the guard you are. There were two guys that were very suspicious, and you just left your brother alone with them. What's up, Chota boy? Yeah, I finally got some days off in a row, so that means I can stream. Last week it was like, my days off were like, you know, one day and then I go to work for like 2 days and then like have another day off, which usually means that like that day off I just sleep. So I don't really get to do anything. Kinda sucks. But I got 3 days off starting today, so like hopefully I can get some streams in. Possibly a guitar stream. Sleep spores. The spores spread throughout the Citadel once the wind stopped. Go, save the king! Man, this music is sweet though. Oh shit. Level 1 assassin that has Shadow Slash. It's okay though, he dies in 1 hit and only, no, 2 hits and only gives like 1 XP. Dead. This is way better than Secret of Mana 1. Like, the combat is just more tight. I can't... mainly because of the homing attack. You know, like, before you had to, like, position yourself correctly, but now it's like you just gotta press the button and there's no, like, little meter that goes up. So it's kind of... It's not necessarily real-time, but it's still better than, like, turn-based. Father! Is that you, Rice? I'm blind, you know. I'm also the king of this mountain. They got a new album? No, I haven't heard it. Father, please hold on. Forgive me, the wind told me this day was approaching, but I was unable to stop it. The shift in mana has dulled my senses. We are all just dust in the wind. All we are, Father, no, is dust in the wind. And now Elliot is, I lit them. Dad won't keep shutting up about the wind while he dies. I see that Elliot is no longer in the Citadel. The enemy has him. Please, Rice, you must get him back. Wind of Change. What other wind song is there? What's that song in Pocahontas? Can you die with all the colors of the wind? Father, no! 3 exclamation points. Shit, it's almost like the weirdo guys were bad guys. Never would have guessed. You know, it's funny, if you play as Hawk, he's from the kingdom that these guys are from. Oh, but this chick's in all of them. I guess she's like the big bad, huh? All we are is dust in the wind. Is that what Socrates? No, that's what Bill and Ted said to Socrates, right? Hey, they're making a Bill and Ted 3. I told that to a guy at work, and he was like, yeah, I don't watch garbage. But 2 weeks before, he was talking about the movie Scoob. So I can't place what he, like, is he being sarcastic? And like, I don't know. Commandant. We've destroyed most of the enemy forces. I'll return into Vol to report our success. To Flammican, everyone fall back for now. He's testing me? I don't know, I guess I failed the test. Fucking no, man. It looks silly. Well, I mean, they've been talking about it forever, so it's like, I mean, I guess I'll watch it at some... I'm not going to go to the theater to watch it, fuck that, but I will watch it at some point when it comes out on Netflix or whatever. Now the wind returns. Well, we don't even need it. I mean, to be fair though, the first 2 movies weren't the most serious movies. they were pretty silly too. What do I do now? My father always said that the priest of light in Wendell has answers. He will surely know what my next move should be. Wait, whoa, Beetlejuice. Can we get, like, Michael Keaton? Oh, look, she took her hair thingy off. Mother, I leave father and the other fallen to your care. Elliot is my responsibility, since he's still alive and all. I wear my mother's ribbon with pride. As long as Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice, I don't care if they get Gina Davis or anyone else back, or Winona Ryder, I don't give a fuck. Just give me Beetlejuice. They're too old way? Maybe they'll play up that angle. It's very Final Fantasy now. The princess found herself without a home, a father, and her only brother missing. She set out to find him. Wait, what? Keaton's gonna play Batman? What? No one could know that the wheels of fate were already turning. Man, if they make a real sequel to Batman Returns, I'm in. I would love to see an old Batman. I think that would work. The idea of a Batman that's too old to be Batman, but has to be Batman because he's the only one that can be Batman. I guess I set sail to the holy city of Wendell. So I know I've been making fun of this game while I've been playing it, but I gotta say I am very impressed by it. Like, I mean, for a 16-bit RPG, this did everything it needed to do in the beginning of the game. It showed me the combat system, which, you know, like I said, I really like. The graphics are fucking superb, and the music is fantastic. The story, okay, the plot's kind of weak, but hey, you know what? You got 6 characters with different plots. Be in a Flash movie? Really? Yeah, it is the Frank Miller Dark Knight series. Basically, yeah, Dark Knight or Dark Knight Returns is that Batman is so old, but who else is gonna be Batman? You know what I mean? That was before Frank Miller went fucking crazy. So that was like when he was writing good shit, and then everything after that was the same shit. Cause like he did the Batman, and then he did the Wolverine in Japan thing, you know? And that was like the best shit he did. And then he did Daredevil, and then Sin City, And then everything was Sin City after that. Like, it was literally like, everything is always this long narration, and crime always sucks, and I'm always the medicine to the, I'm the cure, you know, shit like that. He did a sequel to The Dark Knight, I believe. Like 10 or 15 years later. Something's not right with the town, watch yourself. Alright, Skipper! So in a Flash movie, he's gonna be, okay, I can see that. But man, like, I would be so down with some kind of, like, either comic book form or whatever, like a legit sequel to Batman Returns. Because I felt like that was a trilogy that never got completed. I know there's, like, the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but I don't really count those as part of the same series, even though they're supposed to be. Their tone in those movies are completely different, and Batman is a different actor. Oh, wait, was this? Faloran forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in harbor until who knows when. The Beastmen control the town. You know, this game has a, whatchamacallit, night and day. Not only has a night and day, it has special days. Like, because if I go in the menu here, like, you see how it says day and hour? Like there, like those symbols represent the day it is and the hour it is. Batman Returns, you know what's fucking funny? And this kind of explains the business of movies, is that Batman Forever made more money than Batman Returns. Because a lot of people, a lot of like companies like McDonald's and shit didn't want advertisement with Batman Returns because it was too dark, you know, because Batman's for children. Like, this is the marketing mentality. So Batman Forever, they wanted to get rid of Tim Burton, they wanted to get rid of the dark shit and make it stupid and fun for kids so that they could have more McDonald's commercials, more like Visa commercials. You remember that like commercial with Batman where he has the Batman credit card, you know, that type of stupidity? Even though Batman Returns, I think, had something with Pepsi or whatever, right? But yeah, even though Batman Forever is a fucking god-awful movie, it made more money than Batman Returns. Even though, when you look at it, Batman Returns is far superior. It has, like, better storytelling, it has Christopher Walken in it, it has, like, probably one of the best cinematic Catwomen. Some great scenes, some good action. I'm gonna steal your shoes. Now I'm gonna go to sleep, huh? Yeah, that's right, I'm watching you. Alright, what is this? She's the main character, but I didn't pick her for my party. I don't have any seeds. Okay. Why are the merchants always dancing in Secret of Mana? You ever wonder that? Like, and what is this dance? And you think they ever get tired doing the stupid-ass dance while people are, like, trying to shop? Maybe I should do this at the store, you know, like when I get there, like, you know, just kind of like, because I work at a grocery store, maybe I should just be in the aisle just doing this. Maybe people will buy shit more, I don't know. Or I'll get fired. Let's talk to this guy. When I was younger, I could take these beasts to town, huh? Not with these old bones, though. Joke's on us, he's only 38. Yeah, well... I mean, it's kind of... Oh, look, there's another character that, like, would work. Oh my god, it's... You just kind of... What is this? Like... You just... I don't know. Well, yeah, seriously, what kind of weapon shop doesn't sell weapons? Yeah, you're gonna need some help. Curses. That's not true, Duran. You can kick all their asses by yourself. Don't sell yourself short. That's why I picked you as one of the main characters, so I can't just leave the town, huh? No, I can't. Okay. Time doesn't pass in town, it only passes outside of town, I believe. And right now I think it's like evening? What's with that look, huh? Move along, human. Let's fight! If it's a fight you want. Oh, shit. I automatically lose, huh? Well, that blows ass. I swear to God, if I have to reload a save. It wasn't even a real fight. Okay, I just wake up at the end. Wait, where? I got the shit beaten out of me down to 1 HP. I was literally beaten to 1 HP of my life. Yeah, they won't hold back, I guess. I'm the captain of the fucking guard and I can't take on one beast man? I guess I'll wake up in the morning. Luna Day, alright. So, okay, going back to like the mechanics of this game. And like how interesting it is. So like now the day is that and the hour is that. So the hour is either night or day, I believe. Maybe there's like a dusk and dawn. There might be 3 types of hours. But there's multiple days and I have no fucking clue how the calendar system works in this game. I just know it exists. What you gotta admit is pretty impressive for like a game made in 1995 on a 16-bit console. Should I change the ugly-ass text background? I'm gonna do that. This whole green square thing is not doing it for me. You think wood paneling? You think that'll work? This blue, I like the blue. Stone might work. Oh, you did the merchant dance? Oh, thank you. I'll watch that later and... Oh, fair enough. I'll put it on my Discord in the highlights. Let's try blue. Oh shit, I can change the color. Well, one thing's for sure, I don't really like the green. Make it like that, huh? Okay, yeah, that. There we go. The green's a little too, like... I just don't think it fits this game. I think a blue background with shit works better. Alright, let's test it out. Let's see. Yeah, that looks much better, don't you think? Like, I think so. Like, green, I feel, is like... It looks ugly. I'm just so used to the text boxes being blue in RPGs. I guess I can't fight you, so I'll just step away. Oh, fuck. Getting big Final Fantasy VI vibes. I guess it makes sense. I mean, this came out like after Final Fantasy VI, so they're probably using the same music, you know, like the same instruments. I don't even know. I don't know if it's using the same graphic engine. It might be. I'm not scared. Just in the corner there. Ah, scared me. Shh, don't tell them I'm here, okay? I'm one of them, but not with them. So can't let them see me, okay? I see you speak like caveman. Okay, cool. Hey, you got any items to sell? So I can buy candy. Magic rope. Cup of wishes that brings people back from the dead. Medical herb, which I guess just heals poison. Candy gives me HP though. So really I should buy candy. Because I want candy. Alright, let's buy 5. Let's not go nuts. Beautiful clip. Oh, thank you, Newfie. Enjoy that clip. This guy looks a little... Oh, he's mad. He's got like a red sparky thing on his head. I'm gonna go in the pub. There's Hawk. Or Hawkeye, as he's called now. It isn't my place to meddle, but you should stay inside when beastmen are around. Leave once it's dark so they pay less attention. Okay, so I can only leave at night. I'm free until then if you're looking for company. Or not. Don't worry, I was joking. Haha, see? I'm joking. I'm casual. Ty, I'm always gonna be Lodi. Beastmen of Ferulia look like humans during the day, but at night they transform into animals. Don't leave the house after dark, you hear? But that guy just said I should do that. Night is actually best once the beastmen transform. They lose their better judgment. It's easier to sneak past them. Well, you give me mixed signals, man. I don't know. Don't leave at night. Leave at night! So leaving at night. So I guess now the game is trying to convey the night and day. Like towns, events are different during the day as they are at night. Again, something like, you know, you didn't really see much back then in RPGs. Out of equipment. Oh fuck. I mean, you had Dragon Quest III, which is like way ahead of its time, with the night and day cycle, and you know, like you can make your own like party members and classes and stuff. Like it's really intricate. In terms of gameplay mechanics, in terms of plot, it's pretty simple. You beat bad guy comes back. Bad guy, you know, spoils the land. Kill big bad guy. It's basically like every plot of every Zelda, you know, like. But the mechanics of that game are solid. Like, if you just want to play like an adventure RPG, or like a JRPG distilled to the bare minimal, that would be it, is Dragon Quest III. Gotta tell His Eminence, the Priest of Light, before it's too late. I guess that'll be me then. I gotta go tell Wendell, or go to Wendell and tell the Priest of Light. See, there's no quest log here, so I just gotta... Luckily, though, there's townspeople, and you just keep talking to them, and then they'll tell you what you're supposed to do. So, I go to the inn, and since sleeping is free, I sleep until nighttime, and then I sneak out of the city. Luna Day. Alright, we're still Luna Day, I guess. Oh, you saved the game? Cool. So, full disclosure, I am playing this on a flash cart on my Super Nintendo. So, the way my flash cart works is I have to hold reset for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I'll go to a menu, and then it asks me to save the RAM or whatever. I have to remember that, because if I don't do that, or if the power goes out, I literally have no save game. Like, my saves are gone. See if I can get out of here now. Oh shit, now they're beastmen. They're like little doggies and they don't one hit kill me, though they are annoying. And I got a special attack. There it is. They explode when they die. Into bones. You won. Good little beach. Why is it there? Probably for quick traveling later. Maybe a boat? Who knows? Oh look, it's the rabbit. Or rabbite, or whatever you want to call him. But I'm gonna beat the shit out of it while it sleeps. Oh man, it bleeds purple. That was cool. What is this thing? Oh, it's getting its ass kicked too. There we go. So monsters sleep during the day. You can't cut grass anymore. I guess that's the price you pay from Secret of Mana 1 to Secret of Mana 2. You know, you gotta... Better combat, but you can't just swing your sword and cut grass. Where's this enemy? There he is, behind the tree. Also, for those that give a crap about the lore, this game, even though it's the sequel to Secret of Mana, it actually takes place like 1,000 years before Secret of Mana, so it's actually more of a prequel. Because in the first game, they talk about the Great Mana War. And I'm thinking that's what happens in this game, is the Great Mana War. Fucking mushrooms, am I right? Like, come on. The other thing I was thinking about doing was hooking up my GameCube at some point and playing some GBA games, because I got the GBA player and the GBA flash card. So, I'm thinking about playing the Minish Cap, you know, that Zelda game that was on the Game Boy Advance. Oh, look at this. I gotta, like... Here's your loot crate here. Gotta try to get an OK and not a poison gas. If you play as a thief character, your chances of getting an item are better. Alright, let me try. Oh, look at that! I got some candy. Safe. There's never anything, like, important in those, though, I believe. You never get, like, a rare weapon or anything like that. It's never that scenario. Mushrooms. Oh, you fucking poisoned me, didn't you? Here's the item wheel. That was actually like, you know what? I'm glad they kept the item wheel for items, but they actually gave us a real fucking menu in this game, like this menu, you know, to equip weapons and stuff instead of that stupid circle wheel. I believe, right? Like this is, yeah. Also, it shows what I can level up as, either Valkyrie or Rune Maiden. So you can customize the characters to a certain extent. How do I, like, equip weapons? Is it this armor thing? Yeah, it's this one, okay. So, I mean, clearly I already have the bronze spear, right? There's nothing I can put there. Make sure. That updates really slowly, but, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You got your stats. Alright, let's roll the dice. Oh, I just get the candy this time. Okay, cool. Let's go to Estonia. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Because what I need to do is I need to get access to the Holy City. And it's through this cave. Because it says it right there, Cascade Cave Windle. But if I try to go there now, I can't go there. Like, it's something like, there's no path or whatever. Yeah, it's blocked, see? So that means that, okay, well now I need to find a way to break that seal so I can go in there. It's nighttime now, too. Have you noticed the time of day has changed? Oh wait, no, it was always nighttime. I woke up at nighttime. What the fuck am I talking about? Hey, here's this place. You missed the original Metal Gear? I mean, you can still play it, right? Like, and there was the Metal Gear collection for the PS3 and Xbox 360. It was a good game. I would say it's probably the best Metal Gear to just sit down and play again, you know? Like, the other ones kind of drag on a little bit. So I have been thinking about replaying, like, Metal Gear 4. Or even Metal Gear 5. I actually like the gameplay in Metal Gear 5. Except for the last chapter, which I think kind of... The game kind of falls apart in the last chapter, but... Everything up to that's pretty fun. Story-wise, though, I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best one. Nothing! There's nothing in here! Too much dialogue? Yeah. That's why, when David Hayter, you know, he wrote the, screenplay to X-Men, right? The original X-Men movie. But he also did the voice of Snake. He wrote a screenplay for a Metal Gear movie, and it was just gonna be Shadow Moses Island. And that makes the most sense, because that's probably the most coherent plot, and it won't have to be like a 5-hour-long movie, you know what I mean? It could just be like a 2-hour-long Die Hard-esque movie, where you get all the stuff you need and Snake fights some bad guys. Because there's no way you can convey the whole plot of a Metal Gear, or like the feel of a Metal Gear in like a 2 or 3 hour movie. And honestly, you shouldn't make a 3-hour action movie. Unfortunately, Windows closed it off to keep the city safe. Well, I mean, that's a good idea with these beastmen roaming around, and ninjas taking on sky palaces. Dad's been taken over by beastmen. Are we next? I mean, it only took me like 2 screens to get here, so I would assume you guys are next. Is this a store? Can I buy it? Oh, no, he's asleep because it's nighttime. I gotta come back during daytime. I gotta say, though, like... You know, he could go sleep in the bed and lock the door. He doesn't have to keep his shop open. Is this guy the same way? Oh, okay. Anytime? Alright, well, not... You know, I'm gonna explore this town at night a little bit more. And we'll see, like, what it's like during the daytime. Here's a dog. Oh, he goes, woof. Here, listen to this woof. That bass. Oh, chicken dinner, huh? What's going on here? Old lady, you look like you've journeyed far, young lady, though your expression shows you still have a ways to go. Cheer up. Can't be that bad. My whole family was killed. The kingdom that I'm the princess of is completely conquered. Oh, I guess it is that bad. Yeah, I know about it. Offer a prayer to golden statue. Both statues will save your data. That's good to know. That's how you convey information back then in these old games. There wasn't like this pop-up with some like character that you couldn't ignore constantly telling you how shit works. You literally had to just go around and ask people things, and every now and then they would randomly explain how the game works. Well, this guy's open, though. Alright, we got long spear. Okay, that raises my attack to 22. So I want it. Alright, cool. I have to sell him my old weapon, but I gotta equip the new weapon first. What is the Salamander Day? Check it out, the day is like Salamander. If you played the first Secret of Mana, then you would know that, like, the spells. Not like, yeah, like... those old... Yeah, not like those old, like, Elder Scrolls games where it's like, you want to know how to play this game? Well, fuck you, read the manual. It's like, oh, okay. Where you compare, like, Daggerfall to, like, Oblivion. Like, Oblivion, you know, you get that first dungeon, everything's explained to you. Like, beat up these rats, use the lockpick to open this chest, do that. Then you go to Daggerfall, right? And it tells you jack shit on how to do anything. You just have to know how to do it. That's the difference between modern games and old games. Whereas that's why like old gamers are like, new games hold your hand too much, you know? And I don't necessarily dislike the hand holding, okay? I don't dislike it. I just wish there were options to skip it or turn it off if I don't need it. That's it. Yeah, they teach you lockpicking, sneaking, because, you know, or like how to equip weapons, you know, what weapons do, stuff like that. Like, you learn all of that in that Oblivion dungeon. How to use magic, how to use the alchemy, like, all the mechanics are taught to you in that one dungeon. What sucks about that dungeon is, let's say you want to make a new character and you played the game before. Odds are you don't want to do that dungeon anymore. You know, you just want to go into the world and play the game. But nope, sorry, you have to do that dungeon. That's what stops me from replaying games like Fallout 2 and Baldur's Gate, where they have that intro dungeon. That quite frankly sucks. No one believes me, but I saw it. A strange light was floating over the lake. Maybe it'll appear tonight too. UFOs? Aliens? Also, I might play Oblivion. Like, I'm thinking about it, like, because I'm gonna get some new RAM today and an SSD drive, and I'm gonna upgrade my PC a little bit. So I was thinking, like, and I have been hankering playing, like, a first-person RPG. So it's either gonna be, I'm gonna retry Fallout 3 again, I'm gonna try Oblivion. And what I'm gonna try to do is no mods. Like, nothing, no mods that, unless they fix, like, critical bugs, you know, like, unofficial patches, okay, but no, like, sexy underwear mod or anything like that, you know, or, like, awesome lightsaber mod, nothing like that. Just, like, literally the game as it was meant to be played. And just try to play him and beat him. I've beaten Fallout 3, but I never beat any of the DLC for Fallout 3. And that was a long time ago on an Xbox 360. It would be really cool to beat it on PC. Oblivion, I never beat at all. It's the same in Skyrim, but you get to choose out of the 2 beginning dungeons. Oh, okay. I also have Skyrim, which I have never played. Ever. I'm that one guy that has never played Skyrim, but I own it. And before it was like, oh, I didn't have a graphics card that... Now I easily have a graphics card that can handle it. So... But part of me wants to beat Oblivion before I play Skyrim. Not like you have to, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid to play the new game because I'm afraid to go back to the old game. Oh shit, the UFO's here. But that's not true. I went back and played Daggerfall and Morrowind even though I'm used to Oblivion. Though Morrowind runs like ass. The only thing, what stops me from playing Morrowind is not its graphics or its age. It's the fact that for whatever reason on my PC setup, maybe because of my AMD processor, it just runs like shit. Like, it just... And, like, even if I do a fresh install, no mods, no nothing, it just runs like ass, and I don't understand. I may try again, like, at some point, maybe with better RAM. Maybe on an SSD drive it'll run better? I don't know. Worth a shot. But I know Oblivion runs just fine. And I know Skyrim runs just fine, but... And Fallout 3 does too. I have Fallout Vegas, I never played it. Never played it at all. So, it's kind of a shame that I don't play some of these games like Trials of Mana here. You know, I've always wanted to play Secret of Mana 2. I played it a little bit, like, you know, like, the unofficial fan translation, like, a decade or 2 decades ago, and I got, like, halfway through the game, but never beat it. Now I have the official translated by Squaresoft Trials of Mana version. And now it's time to actually like sit down and play it because I got the Super Nintendo, got the flash cart, got the Frame Meister, got the settings, got it all. Like, you know, this is the best that it will ever be. So I should play it now, you know, I should like check it out. And that's the same way I feel about like Oblivion and like those Elder Scrolls games. It's like, I can run that shit at 1080p at 60 frames per second, no hiccups or anything. On mouse and keyboard controls, it's like, that's better than it ever was for me. You know, like, cause on the 360 it ran at like 720p and like 30 frames per second. So it's like, I kind of owe it to myself, I guess, to try and play it. I think it went this way, because that's the only place it could have went. Kind of like, the reason I'm playing this is I think I owe it to like 10-year-old me to beat Secret of Mana 2, because I remember being a kid, looking in magazines like Game Pro and Game Fan, and they would talk about this game and hype it up, and it never came out, ever. And the first game was like, I rented it, and I instantly fell in love with it. I thought it was like one of the best games ever. Because to me it was like, oh, it's like Zelda, but you have multiple characters. It's like, what? And, that's not to say that these are the best games that ever existed, either. Because obviously games have improved, you know, like, the bar has been raised. So if someone were to make a game like this now, it probably wouldn't be as interesting. But at the same time, it's like, there's a charm to how, like, the age of the game and, like, playing it, I feel. It's hard to describe. It's like if you got, like, an old, like, Model T car, you know, and every new car is obviously better. You know, like, it drives better, it drives faster, and shit like that, but you would still want to drive this old-ass car just to check it out, right? Or, like, any kind of, like, antique or something. Sort of like Brave Fencer Musashi, what, the one for the PS1? That was when Squaresoft was big, I believe, because they got all that Final Fantasy VII money. There was this time where Squaresoft had so much money, they were releasing so many games, like pt.1, Brave Fencer, Einhander, you know, all these games, right? And then they made the Final Fantasy movie and lost all their money. They got too big, but it's not the best game. Ah. What is this thing? Whooped. Oh, that was helpful. Oh, I see. It launches me up and then we go to mode 7 so I can see where I am in the map. So here's that town I was in and there's that one. It's a shame I never played Brave Fencer Musashi. I had a friend in middle school that talked about it. He had it. I had pt.1 and Einhander. Ceiling powers and stuff. That was also when I was really big on games like that, you know, because I was primarily console. It wasn't until like, you know, like we're talking like 6th or 7th grade. It wasn't until like 8th and 9th grade that I started to play a lot of PC games. Just a weird statue. It's just a weird statue. And I, like, the first PC games I played, I guess, were like Command & Conquer, Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, Doom, Jedi Knight. Jedi Knight I still think is one of the best. Oh, it's a little fairy. The ball wasn't really bad, but really slow. It looked, I liked the look of it. Like, it had this really clean look and 60 frames per second. I also liked the idea that it was, like, fully three-dimensional, you know what I mean? Like, you could go up and down, and, like, the grapple system, like, you could grab someone, and then depending on the direct, like, you could push them or pull them. Like, it was, like, real grabbing, like in MMA. Like, you know, you would grab someone, and instead of just initiate some kind of throw animation, you had to grab them, and then pick a direction, and then that would be, like, what you would do. Or you could just push them off the ring. That was so cool. And then Ball 2, which only came out in Japan, like, had a really cool quest system. And it had good counters. The guy I like to play as in that game is the guy that's green and he has all the kicks. I forget his name. Are you hurt? But even if someone grabbed you, you could counter the grab, too. So the grab wasn't just like this animation. It was like it would initiate another mode of combat, and then you'd be in a grapple, and then you had counter grapples and other stuff. Like that's what made it really interesting to me, and the 3D nature of it. Again, going up and down, like you know, like it wasn't a sidestep. It was like if I pressed up, he went up. If I pressed down, he went down. I am Rice of Lorien, captain of the Amazon Guard. I saw the light from Astoria, wielder of the sacred flame. Like, Rice, I have no other options, so I suppose you'll do. What? I just told you I'm an Amazonian guard. What other options are there? Yeah, Toriyama did the art style for Tabal. You could basically turn the main character into Gohan. Like in the second one, they had like ways to change their outfits, like color schemes and stuff. So you could make you could make the main character look like Guile if you wanted to. Never mind, I need you to take me to the Priest of Light in Wendell. I can't fly any further on my own. It also had a cool mechanic where you could do fireballs, but it would take your health. But they would be unblockable. And you could charge them, so you could like literally spend all your health on a fireball, but if it connected, the other guy was dead. I am headed the same direction, but there's a barrier around the cavern. I think we are at an impasse. Also, that like robot character, he was pretty neat. How you could do those spin kicks, but his head would stay in the same position. I can get us through the barrier, but we need to hurry. Something has happened to the Sanctuary of Mana. The Sanctuary of Mana? Wait. So she's one of those fairies that we saw in the intro where the tree was getting bombarded and the 4 lights were flying away. And apparently the other 3 lights they didn't make it, but she did. So, you know, those lights were fairies. Oh, I guess this town's getting blown up. That came from Astoria. I need to go back. Let me rest inside you for a bit. Ew, you won't see me, but don't worry, I'm still here. Whoa, wait, what? No, that's exactly what I would say if someone said that to me. Don't delay, we must see to Astoria. Her voice is in my head. Hurry. Fine, she just agrees. I guess why not, right? You take Fairy with you. The Rabbite Forest, full of rabbites. And mushrooms. Or mushbooms, they're called mushbooms, I'm sorry. I'm getting my nomenclature wrong here. You know there's a Secret of Mana game for the DS that's an RTS where you like attack and make... Like basically your units are the monsters from Secret of Mana. I forget what it's called. It's either called Children of Mana or Heroes of Mana. There are 2 games on the DS that are from the Mana series. And one of them is an RTS. And I was like, what the hell is this? I played a little bit of it. I feel like the Secret of Mana... Oh, I leveled up. Alright, what should I level up with her? Should I level up her strength, her stamina, her intellect, her spirit? I'm not gonna look up a guide, so... I believe some of these points are worthless. Like, in other words, like, intellect is only good for magic, and if you don't use magic, what's the point of intellect? Spirit, I think, is only for, like, healing magic, or magical defense, so that might actually be kind of important. Stamina... forget what that really does. I'm gonna assume that increases your health, or whatever. Dexterity is usually your chance to hit. Strength is usually your damage. Luck is like your chests, and like, you know, when you open the chests, like how many chances do you have to get something, or like critical. I'm gonna go with strength, because like we know what that does, and she is kind of a physical character. She's a spellcaster, but not right now, so let's go with strength. I believe what she is she's like, she can do good buffs. Like she can like, you know, do defensive buffs or like offensive buffs. Oh, there's a chest. Oh, well. That's one way of like customizing your character, but also another way that you can outright screw yourself. Oh, poison gas. I still get the candy though. They kind of cancel each other out. I might have to use the candy. What? Did the Beastmen do this? Or was it something more sinister looking for the fairy? What happened? Where is everyone? This looks like the work of Beastmen. Oh, it was the Beastmen. Those cowards! We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendell is in danger. Does this building have a purpose now? No, I can't even go in it. I guess I can't even go inside the buildings. It's too horrifying. Did they kill the dog, though? They did. Those bastards. That 90s RPG melodrama. Final Fantasy VI is ripe with it. Oh my god. But then again, the world does end in Final Fantasy VI, so I mean, yeah. Oh, it's Hawk. Hey, what's up? Going to Wendell? Sorry to ruin your plans, but the cavern is blocked. What's this about a fairy letting us through? Whoa, are you serious? I guess this explains the light earlier. You can call me Hawkeye. I have business in Wendell, if you must know. Does that mean you've joined the party? Oh, no, you're gonna give me your... So if you play as Hawk, this is your intro, is what's going on here. When we call... Okay, so you used to be a thief, and they used to be noble thieves, so I guess they stole from the rich and gave to themselves. Oh, yeah, they never stole from the needy, only from corrupt businessmen that took advantage of the people. That was our creed. So they're basically Neil Breen in every Neil Breen movie. He has to stop corporate corruption and evil politicians. I should have just renamed him Neil Breen. Thank you for the follow there, little Popo. But a woman named Isabella appeared and manipulated our leader, Flamicon, into giving... What a name! Flamecon! We'll call him Flamecon. Into giving her power. Then she killed Eagle, my friend. Okay, so your name is Hawkeye. Your friend was Eagle. Cool. That's the same chick that was in the, that was the Commandant in the other one. On top of that, she got to his sister Jessica, too. She was given the choker of death, and now I can't take out Isabel without risking Jessica's life. So this, again, adds to the replay value. If Hawk was the main character, that would be my intro, and then he'd go on the ship, end up in the same town. They all end up in that town, and then they all meet up. And they all have a different main bad guy. He might know where to get the cursed choker off of Jessica. Okay. News is that Neville has mounted an attack on Laurent. I need to stop Isabel and save Jessica, not to mention the rest of my people. Are you certain you speak the truth? Because it was his people, the gang of thieves, that invaded Rice's kingdom. So someone's corrupting the kingdoms. There's like a Babylon 5 thing going on where there's like a shadow race that's corrupting all the other races to fight each other, like the Beastmen, the Thief Kingdom, the Amazons. Why would I lie? I even told you I was a thief. If I was gonna lie, I would have lied about that first. Got a point. I believe you. I was there when the Neverland forces attacked the Citadel. Now I must find my missing brother, Elliot, Prince of Laurent. What? I'm sorry. I was laughing my ass off about that, but now it's serious. It is not your fault. The culprit appears to be this Isabella you spoke of. I'm not a big believer in chance. There's a reason we crossed paths. I've come with you. I'll come with you to Wendell. Hawkeye joined the party. So I can switch between characters using L and R, I believe. Yeah, see now, no wait. It says R down there, do I not? Oh, I hold R. Okay. So if I hold L or R, I can play as the other character. But I can't, like, just switch to them. Y goes to menu. I check his equipment, but there's no point. I got nothing to equip him with. X does this. And the L and R, okay, L and R allows me to change inventories. Or not. Okay, there we go. Kind of, you think it'd be more like, there's this many buttons, like, A does nothing. Okay. So, one thing I need to do now that I got an AI partner is set his behavior, which I believe I go here to do. Yeah, battle AI. So, and I switch him with L and R. Is that what? X? No, just press a button. All right. Well, Rice will attack nearby enemies. Assist Hawkeye. Attack nearby. Okay, so she's got to attack untargeted enemies. Assist Duran, who's not in my party yet, so I guess I do nothing. Just attack nearby enemies. Attack who's ever closer, and then I guess use Whirlwind Spear if you have access to it. Why not? How do I switch to my other character? Select? Select. Alright, so what I want Hawkeye to do is, again, attack nearest enemy and use Poison Dagger if he has the opportunity to. Alright. I think we're done, right? Like, yeah, it's basically it's either attack stuff or assist characters, so... It's not as exploitative as the Secret of Mana 1 game is, where you just set them all to be distant and attack, and give them ranged weapons. There's an invisible force blocking the way. Give me a moment, I'll get rid of the barrier. Alakazam! There, you should be fine now. Okay, and then we get shocked by the barrier again, and the fairy's like, I got you. A bat. Batmo! I like how it tells me the name. Batmo. So, Hawk's level 4, huh? I guess I'm really under-leveled. I think what happens is either like level 10 or level 20 that you can like change your class. And level, like, basically your character sprite changes and you get access to new abilities. Oh, this is neat looking. This is a good Ulse. Oh, we're trapped! Old 16-bit and 8-bit music. Yeah, especially like the Super Nintendo's music, like if done correctly and like not too much reverb, it's like very relaxing. That bass though. Sega Genesis has some really good, like, clear sound for some games. Like, especially some of the shoot-em-ups on it are, like, fantastic. Little girl, Eve, help me! Do you help her? No. Just run by her. No, I'm gonna try to help her. Oh, wee. Ew, I thought I was gonna... Oh, God, thank God I didn't pick her if she's gonna talk like that with the baby talk. But you saved me. I'm Charlotte. I'm a famous beauty from... Oh, God. From Wendell. He's got that baby talk. This is no place for one so young to play. But... Oh, no. I don't need to know your plot. You're not one of the characters I picked. I grew up with no parents. But there was a priest that was always nice to me. He was kind and helpful. He took care of me. Grandpa asked Heath to go to Astoria to look into something, but I got a very bad feeling about it. Pulseman, yeah, Pulseman was pretty good. That was only on the Sega channel. But it was released in Japan. I'm trying to think of other, like, really good Genesis games that, like, have, like, fantastic soundtracks. There's that pinball game, Dragon's Fury. I didn't want anything to happen to him, so I followed him in secret. Bounced on that? Okay. Thank God I never picked this character. Oh, it's a weird jester man. By a horrible twist of fate, a strange man took Heath away. Right when I finally found him again. yeah, Comic Zone has some pretty good music. And then I couldn't even get back to Wendell until you opened the barrier around the carbon. Oh my god. I got a little lost on the way and flew down. Oh, I guess we're all caught up now. If you hadn't been there... Sounds like Barbara Walters. It couldn't have been Goodnight Charlotte, that was close. Well, young lady, I am on my way to Wendell to see the Priest of Light. Would you care to join me? Oh, you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the Priest of White. But you know Wendell... Wait. Oh, no, it's still her. But you know Wendell isn't far from here. I didn't need your help getting home. Take care. Take care. You don't get lost. Bye-bye. Okay, thank God she's gone. Thank God. What's over here? Oh, who is this? Okay, it's the Amazon. Now let's get some stamina going. Shining Force had some pretty good music too. Phantasy Star 6, some killer tunes. You're trapped. Dead. The exit appeared. It was the exact same place you entered the dungeon from. See, I'm torn on whether I should play Shining Force 1. Like, should I play the GBA remake of that, or should I play the original on the Genesis, which has like some not like bugs, but some features that were taken out in later games. Like, for instance, if you want to like level up, like let's say you kill something, right, and you have like 90 XP, it takes 100 XP to level up, but you kill something and you get 40 XP. In later games, what would happen is it would just subtract that 40 XP. Like it would subtract the 10 XP from the 40 to level you up to 100. And then it would just add on 30 XP to the next level. In Shining Force 1, that doesn't happen. So if you're like really close to leveling up and you kill something that gives a lot of XP, that XP just goes away once you level up. That changed in Shining Force 2 and Shining Force on the Sega CD. The Sega CD Shining Force is the one I beat. I never really got to play the second or the first one. But I know it was remade on the Game Boy Advance, and I know that in that one, it's more like the more modern Shining... There's balance changes, graphical changes, obviously, and when you level up, it carries over. But then again, I don't think Shining Force 1 is a very long game. I was also playing Shining Force 3 on my Sega Saturn, but I may have lost the save because my Saturn... The battery on my Saturn died. I know this because I tried to play my Saturn yesterday, like in my bedroom. And it's like, it's doing that thing where I have to keep entering the date. So unless I move the save game to the cartridge, I'm really screwed. I wonder if I can get, like, Hawkeye to pick up these chests, or just him being in the party affects the pickup, because that would be nice. I'm gonna try that next time, just have him pick up the chest. Then again, there are other remakes of old games, like there's the Phantasy Star remake, but I still prefer to play the Master System version, so maybe I'll play the Genesis version of Shining Force 1 when I get the chance. Because, I mean, that's how it was, and people liked it. Like, they didn't mind that about the first game, about having to really, like, plan out, like, You're leveling, so you can't just go kill the boss with like any character. You gotta be like, oh, if I kill him with this guy, he won't get the full XP bonus from it. But I also think there's like a level 20 level cap anyways, right? Like you can only level up so much. Oh yeah, Heath is the coolest, man. Heath Ledger, the priest of the temple. Peoria is the west of us in a thick jungle. Not even beastmen can get through those trees. That's why they attack from the sea by way of Jod. Of course! Thank you for the geography lesson. Beastmen, Schmeastmen, we have His Eminence, the Priest of Light! We all protect this land. Did such a good job having 2 places conquered. How strong are the Beastmen? I mean, strong enough to conquer 2 places. Though, to be fair, one was a port town, so that one should have offered some resistance, having a wall and stuff. The other one was just some, like, place. Just like, I would say a farming village? Not even, just like a small town? Next to a river? It's 24? Okay. I'll sleep until morning. Press A button. Undine Day, so the water day. Water your plants day. Save the game, yes. Holy City of Wendell. Game saved. Alright. I think I'll switch out. I think I might play some PC stuff. Because I also want to play, like, Command & Conquer Remastered and like, you know, play more StarCraft 2. Who's this person? Are they topless? What is going on here? What is... I'm so glad I consulted with the Priest of Light. Now I can hold my head up high when I return to my home country. Well, put on some clothes, lady! What the fuck? It's like a grass skirt, and that's it. I don't know. I mean, I guess she's wearing some kind of dress, because... Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I guess. It's just hard to tell, you know, like this. It's kind of tough. Alright, yeah, it tells me that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna save. So this is how I save. I hold down reset. Wait like 5 seconds. And it doesn't save until I go here, and when it asks me to save to that, and then I can say save to that, and then there, boom.